Hi, welcome back to Future Fast. And once again, we have Anuj Kumar Bhatia with us. And those of you who have missed the first part of the conversation with Anuj, I really urge you, please look it up. It gives you where he comes from, and you may be able to connect with this conversation as why we are talking about it. Well, with that, Anuj, once again, thank you so much. And
Thank you.
uh, welcome back to Future Fast. So, first thing is, you did talk about how you got into healing, right? You're learning. So why do you think it is important at all to consider it? Because see, first of all, for many people, most people, uh, this is outside of science, right? So do you want to first make an attempt to stitch it with science in any sense? Do you see there is a need to do that? Do you want to approach it like that?
So, hi, Nanjita. Thanks again for welcoming me back to your podcast. And your question is very pertinent, very valid. So, let me tell you first thing that when we say, so what I am into both something we called as LOA practices, law of attraction practices, which includes majorly healing, one of them. I will speak about others. And second part is all about numerology. I also do numerological predictions. So how this is divided and what it is, why, how it is related to science, that also I'll definitely share. But first, let me tell you, if a human being is altogether 100 in his life or her life, whatever is happening or whatever she or he is doing is 100. So let me tell you that 30% of that is your destiny, which comes through different sciences. So destiny is means already something has been for you. This is what you are, right? You will have to face this. You will get this good, this bad. Something is already written. And that comes through different sciences, palmistry, astrology, numerology, tarot, and there are many more. Sorry, my power has gone. It has to come. Should we start again? How it is?
No, it's continuing. So,
Okay.
yep.
So, so what I would say that I do that 30% I do through numerology and bit of intuition. And that intuition comes from my, when I do for someone, I try to see when I do it at the global level or at the country level, I try to see that. The rest 70% is, we say, law of attraction means there is universe and everybody from the universe can take it. Everything is lying in the universe. What you want, you can take it. And there is a proper method to it. And that is through different healing practices. Now, I do different healing practices, like I am a Reiki grandmaster, I am a chakra healer. But what I am going to talk today at your platform and which I have been really sharing with everyone is something called as Ho'oponopono. This is a ancient Hawaiian technique, and what I'm talking is nothing new. If somebody goes and put these words on the web, they will get 100 searches and they will find it. And this was actually rediscovered by Dr. Hugh Lam. This guy is a Hawaiian person, doctor, who actually found this out, rediscovered this Hawaiian technology, Hawaiian therapy, or healing technique. So all healing techniques, or at least this healing technique, has three parts. Coming to your question, I'm trying. So lot of people, when say healing, as you said, they said, oh, it's spiritual, don't go to it. It's like they will do something, it will take long. Not really. It is very first part, it is very scientific. Second, we call it as magical. And third is spiritual. So how it's scientific, let me explain to you. So in this Hawaiian technique, what Dr. Hewland did, I will share. But before that, let me explain to you how it is scientific.
So
We
this
consider
Dr. Hewland is a medical doctor or a PhD?
it's a PhD, I think, and
Okay.
also no, he's also a doctor. That I may not be the right person to share here because I don't remember. But he was treating people who were mentally disturbed, psychologically disturbed. So I don't remember what, but he was the person who was healing these people, and they were in a prison, and he was working on them. And how this healing practice works, I'll tell you. But after 6 months or 1 year, all people got fine and they were released. So I think he was both, or he may be on the art side, Dr. Hewland, on psychological side. I think so. Coming to what I was saying on the logic part. So what we consider that we all are made of energy. That is where, you have been working on renewable energy or EVs and other energy is everywhere. So let me give you an example. In your mind, everybody, there is a soul. That's the energy. Soul goes out. As soon as the soul goes out, what people say? They don't take the name of Anuj. They will say the body is lying here, body is lying there. Take the body, bring the body. That's the way we talk. Even, and that's a practical reality. The moment the person's soul is gone, so energy is gone. Second, sun. The rays are energy. We are talking, it's energy. Laptops are working, web is working, energy. Everything in this world is energy. This is what we consider. Money is also energy. You see, remember, sometimes you have a lot of money, sometimes you don't have money. So money is an energy which keeps flowing, and energy always keeps flowing. That is what it is. Energy keeps flowing. Now the logic part is, so when we say healing, it is also energy, and energy can't be created nor be destroyed. It can be only transferred or transformed. So this is what actually is the logic part of this. So when we say healing, very simple thing. You are hurt and you heal. You say, no, your injury is healed or not. So you can be hurt physically or you can be hurt emotionally. But healing is a process, and this is done through energy. So there is nothing called spiritual. First is the scientific part. And now you may ask that whether it has been proven. There are studies which has proved a bit, but not much. Still that is going on, clinically going on for now. But yes, the proof comes to the second part of us when we say it's magical. So what happens is, otherwise what we say, usually we do it on 4 areas: health, relationships, career, and money. I repeat, health, relationship, career, and money. Why we say these 4 areas? We call it as HRCM model, and huge thanks to Mitesh, I learned from him. So HRCM means, we say any person's these 4 areas are if balanced, HRCM are balanced, then the person lives a happy life. And all these are energy driven. Health is energy driven, relationships is energy driven. And just to give you an example for relationship, my frequency doesn't matches with that person or that lady, my relationship can't go. My son will say, my dad doesn't understand from where I come to. My wavelength is different, his wavelength is different. That's the regular we use, which means my frequency is different, his frequency is different. And that is where the differences start. So there are 4 areas: health, relationship, career, and money. Coming to magical part, if you have a challenge, suppose we usually try to do it on physical first so that people can really believe it, and that's the scientific part comes. What we say, if you have a pain, suppose you have a cervical pain, cancer, Nanjuda, but otherwise, then what we say, tell us what is the scale in 1 to 10. So you will say, Anuj, it is 9. It's very strong. I'll say, okay, now move it more. See how, where the pain is highest. Oh my God, this is 10 actually. Okay, so you have 10. Now I will do something with you, which is energy transfer, or my frequency is selling into you. And after a period of 25 minutes or 40 minutes session, I will ask you, what is the scale now? And you will either say it is 7, 5, 3, 2, 0. It depends on how much energy you have been able to take and how much energy I have been able to give. Now, this may sound very philosophical, but actually energy can be transferred and transformed. So that's the logical part. And you yourself will feel it that yes, my pain has gone down. This happens for physical, this happens for emotional, and that is the magical part. So we don't need any proof whether this works or not, because the person himself replies. And there are testimonials on my website. You will see a lot of people have already shared that what they were. So there are people who were with panic, with knee pain, with bad relationships, with career. And the best part, as you are drinking water, so I remembered, energy flows through 2 different things. One, air, we consider. Second, water. And water is a very, very important part of this healing. Why? Let me give you. When you see the entire globe, how much is water?
Yeah, 70, 72% something.
How much is your body? Water.
Yeah, well, I believe something similar, right? I think 60 to
Exactly.
70% with age
Exactly.
comes
So
down.
that is where, if you see, it has very logical again, that entire universe or globe or earth has 70% water. Our
Human body
our
also about
our body has 70% water, and thus energy flows through water. And when you do this healing practice with me, whoever does, we always take, that's the reason I've kept water. We take water before and after, because the negative energy has to also flow out, and positive energy also, which I'm shifting, it can go to here, it can be stuck here. This is what we believe, and this is what, and that will happen if you take water. And that's the reason we, as medical science people say, consume a lot of water. So it's very simple, everything is related. The only thing is, we as people have taken as separate, that this is very different practice, we should not. People are very skeptical to pay for it also, because when we do energy transfer, there is something you should repay to me. That's the reason we say that it has some charges, or you should, even if you can be, it can be in the kind, or it can be in some other way, but you should give back, because I am pushing my energy through. So this is the magical part. Third is the spiritual part of this. I will give you some words, and you have to keep repeating. How much time it takes in a day? Maybe 15-20 minutes. In 24 hours, you can, if your life has some priority to it, you can give 20 minutes. This is what I can tell all your viewers, that 20 minutes is not much out of 24 hours, though people find it very difficult at times. Also, they come back, Anuj, I'm so busy, no. I said, no worries. When you suffer again, do, then they will do for 40 minutes. So human being has a habit, when I'm suffering, then that becomes my priority. Otherwise, everything is cool, why should I remember? So this is what, and how this happens is, we say universe is there. So this is what is the basis. Second part of this is that we say everything has a frequency. You play 98.3, suppose, then 98.3 has a frequency. You cannot get Vibid Bharti on that. The same way, if I call Nanjuda, there is a number. I cannot get Sri Devi on that example, or anybody, So every number has a frequency. That number goes to that person. You will call me. So the same way, for human beings, there are two frequencies. We call it like this: high frequency and low frequency. 90% of the people, or 95% of the people, stay in low frequency in one or the other area. And that is where this becomes very relevant. That is where we say that you do this healing, and how long? It's a very subjective question. I will come to you, but usually we say minimum you should do for a month, and then you should continue for 90 days, and things changes for you. And there are many more techniques. Last fact, I'm just giving you facts. First, I told it's energy. Second, I told health, relationship, career, and money. These are the 4 areas. Third is called as FTBA model: feelings, thoughts, beliefs, and actions. So many of the times, a lot of students, lot of people, lot of older people, any age, in these 4 areas, they say my action is not matching to what I expect. Example, I am trying for jobs, I'm not getting. I am educated, I have experience, still I am not getting job. And what is the problem? So here I come from that perspective, that how you came into this. Reason being, I found my lot of things getting stuck in my life, and that is where I felt, no, I need to heal myself, I need to learn what it is, and that brought me here. So what happens is FTBA. At the action level, we keep doing a lot of things. Suppose you are sending, you're a tech guy, you are sending your CVs to 50 places, and no one is responding to you. If they are responding, they're saying come for the first round, and when you're going for the first round, somehow you are not able to answer well, you get rejected. So this is the kind of situation. Example again, relationships. I have been dating that lady or that girl, or I am married for these many years. We were so good, Anuj. Suddenly things are not really working out, because what I say, she doesn't understand. What she says is so absurd for me. Daughter's father, it is not. When we say relationship, most of the people say, oh, Mia Bibi. No, relationship is like all the relationships. Your daughter doesn't understand you. You don't understand your daughter. Example. So this is called frequency not matching and FTBA not matching. So what happens is, at the action level, let me give you an example of job. You are applying, but at the feelings, thoughts, and belief. So action is conscious. You are talking to me, it's conscious. I'm talking to you. But there is subconscious, feelings, thoughts, and belief. So if you see FTBA, 3 part is in your subconscious first. Second, universe listens to your subconscious first, and then conscious. Now, subconscious mind, you are saying, here you are applying, you are a management guy and everything you are doing, Anuj, but at the feeling level, I have a feeling, maybe I may not get this job because my age is an issue. Second, I'm not that great on skills. These days, Power BI is working. I don't have that caliber. So you will start Feelings brings to thoughts, and thoughts bring to a belief, and thus your action doesn't matches to your results because your FTB and A is not aligned. You
So
wanted to ask
mentally,
something?
you're saying that you're suggesting hurdles mentally, which could well become a physical hurdle.
Yes. No, I am saying there are two kind of hurts. Physical hurt is there. I am
No,
not
no,
getting the
hurdle. I meant hurdle.
hurt. Okay. Yes. Yes. So what happens is definitely yes, hurt. That is what I'm trying to say. That your feelings, thoughts, belief brings actions, and when either it can be a negative action or it can be a positive action. And many of the times you might have found that many of the times things
Is
have
it
worked out for you.
what you're saying is very similar to there was a popular book, right? The Secret.
So this is the book, and this is the same story which I'm talking. So that's the Dr. Hewland. That's the secret. There you have
Okay, okay.
Jack, you have all the people, and that is what I'm
So there
following.
were some three movies also, right?
Yeah, there are two things which we people can see. There is a movie of Tony Robbins on Netflix. He's also one of
Right,
my.
right.
I have still to reach there, but a very small part of it I'm taking coaching from him as one of the
Okay.
few hundred thousands. I am, and my coach, Mr. Mitesh Khatri, has taken his coaching quite a lot. So there is a movie of Tony Robbins. People should watch it. Second is the movie Secret. People should watch it. These two are things which are very much what I'm talking about. So that's the same thing. So coming back to feelings, thoughts, belief, but I'm trying to give that a rational perspective. There people feel it's very spiritual, but it's actually there is all this fact. So your FTBA once aligns, things happen. Half of the time or more than 70% of the time it comes to you once you align it, because destiny is already ready to give you, but you are not aligning it, so universe is not giving you. That is another fact. Last fact, how this works with the feeling of I. In my earlier podcast also, this is completely my own understanding which I'm sharing from no other mentor, this is my own. So there are two I's in any person's life. One I is called ego, which we usually use. Itna apna mat dikha. You are so much of I, you are so. But the second I people miss to talk about is your soul, my own soul. So what happens is when we are born, sorry, born. Let me give you the situation. When we are born, our soul I is very open, very open. So we don't mind where we are doing susu, we are still laughing, we are splashing that water, no worries. Your family, your near and dear ones, all keeps you encouraging. They keep laughing on you, smiling on you. No worries, don't worry. So remember those times. I would request all the viewers that there was a time when you used to play ball or badminton. Even one time you cannot put, and your father will say, or your brother will say, your sister, mother will say, don't worry, one day you will succeed. So that was your I soul, where you were happy, you were open, nobody stopping you. Slowly what happens is, and this is called conditioning, again scientifically, one time when you grow up bit, maybe in standard first or sometime you ran. I'm giving you an example. You went for sports, there were 10 girls and boys, and you stood ninth. You are still, that eye is very open, so you come running to your family, and this may sound bitter to a lot of parents, but just to share, they came running to them and then said, mama, papa, I stood ninth. Oh really? How many students were there who were running? How many boys and girls? 10. Oh my god, you got ninth position. Come on, you failed. You were last but not the least, and then you are laughing, smiling. And that is the first time, unconsciously, subconsciously, we get a feeling that, oh, this is failure and this is success. And that comes from your near and dear ones most of the time, which we don't realize. So what happens? Slowly your I, which is the soul, gets smaller. No, no, no. If I can't come first and second, I have failed. Then it becomes much more, because as it goes, we all have gone through that. Now we all are living in outside I, where we show my son has got this, I am this, I am GM, I am MD. So all that is driven by the society, ego, right? And that is where slowly and steadily your soul completely gets closed. That I is gone. People don't remember it. And God gave you the biggest I, that was. So now people define it. So most of the time, the ego becomes bigger and bigger. People become conscious. They gauge themselves by the outside success. So if Nanjunda, 5 people tell you, Nanjunda, you are a great fintech, example. Okay. But have you explored yourself? what your soul says to you. And that is the most important thing. And what happens? One day you are so overshadowed that if seven people told you, you look very ugly, Anuj, even if you look very good on your mirror, you'll say, no, I look ugly. Because the external ego is so big in your life. And for all of us, this is the mess. This leads to health, well-being issues. These leads to your bad relationship. These leads to your bad career, bad, because you are, and that's the reason I always tell people an affirmation. I love myself the way I am, irrelevant of who loves me or who doesn't love me. This you have to reincarnate, re-push in your life. So slowly and steadily your soul gets close. Coming back to these two eyes, why I gave this, because this is the whole story. When you do this healing, it is done for yourself. Let me give you an example. Me, my daughter has a bad relationship, and out of 100 times, if I have a bad relationship, I will remember what my daughter told to me. Because my eye is so big, I as father can't do anything wrong. She told me like this. Come on. And then you keep cribbing, crying. She doesn't listen to me. She wears these kind of clothes. She goes to this. Come on. What you are doing, first see that. What is your eye which has led to that relationship, right? And that is where we say, when we heal you, I will focus on you. So if you have to first ask for your sorry, ask for forgiveness, what you did, and that is the most important and most difficult part. Once you do this, universe automatically heals the relationship. That's the magical part. Automatically heals the career, automatically. And this is what I learned. I healed myself, and now I am healing. I hope these are some of the facts which people should understand, and this is what the logical part. Nothing I've spoken about spiritual at this moment. Thank you.
So, just to get you to, when you say law of attraction, and so pretty much you say it's all about how we condition ourselves, and if we think more negative, it becomes negative. If we are able to be more affirmative, positive, no?
Exactly. Right. All feeling are your habits. This is what
Yeah.
my coach told me one day, and I was not ready to. And then he proved, there are many podcasts. All feeling are my habits. Anger, anxiety. So, just to give on a lighter note, somebody says that I am very, very upset I'm drinking today. So it's a habit of his, but he doesn't accept. I'm very upset. So someday he will say, I'm very happy today. Let's have a drink. Then, and this happened with one of my friend, and this is my own learning in long. That time I didn't. So I said, why you are taking today? Today I don't know. There is some vacuum. No sadness, no happiness. So I'm taking a drink. So all things are your habit, or feelings are your habit. So you get angry. It's a habit over a period of time you have developed, and thus if you have to change, you have to heal yourself. We are so obsessed to see how others are doing to me that you forget what you are doing to others. And the change is here. When you work on this healing, I am here to heal you, not your anything related to others. My health has gone bad. I am suffering with hypertension because both of my kids are so bad. Sorry, it's an excuse. It's a habit. This is very harsh to hear out, but this is what we do in healing. I said, do you want to heal yourself? No, I want that these kids to change. No. Do you want to heal yourself? Yes. You want to control your hypertension, or you want to control your kids? Tell me that. No, I want to control my hypertension. So, okay, then work with me what I tell you. And there are different techniques as you are giving the. So there are different techniques: healing, emotional freedom technique, neuro-linguistic programming, mirror technique, pillow technique, glass, water technique. There are many. So that will do. But the most important thing, as you told, the feelings, thoughts, and beliefs. That is where we want to work. Reason being, universe listens to two things. One, your words. Second, your feelings, emotions. So words, why we say don't use slang now? Most of the time people say don't use, that was bad word. Why you did use? So people don't understand why. Reason being, universe listens to your word, gives you 10 times. Listens to your emotions, gives you 10 times. So suppose you go to a mountain, easiest example, you go and say whatever your daughter's son, I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. It will come back 10 times, right? That is the way. On a mountaintop, what we do. The same way, universe keeps listening. And it's a fact. It will give you 10x times back to you if it is in your destiny. And if it is something negative which he can't give, which happens very less, then it will
So,
make you.
so what you're saying is the good majority of the world population are fundamentally negative.
Yes, and egoistic.
Okay. Well,
But they
I
say, sorry, you wanted to say something. Yeah.
no, I just wanted to bring bring the conversation, one of the things you had mentioned early on that the various things that you do, and one thing you said is also that you are a chakra healer. So can you explain what does that mean?
So, we have many chakras, but seven main chakras are there. Seven chakras. Every chakra has suppose there is a chakra here, we have a third eye, you have a chakra here, you have at the navel, you have below that, and then so every chakra gives you some power, gives you some power. Many of the times we use, and this is what I have not done, but I have learned from people who have been my coaches, that most of the time we use one or two chakras too much while others remain dormant. Idea is also to balance out. So chakra healing is all about activating all your chakras. So people who have digestive issues, means the chakra at the navel is the weaker. So how to really activate? So that's a completely different discussion which we can take another day, because every chakra has a color, every chakra has a power, how to activate it, and more you activate it, more it will be strong. So some people say, I will not say, there are big guys in the country who speak very well, and people just get fascinated. Uske baad kya hua, nobody bothers. What he told is God's talk, right? So this means the chakra here is very strong. And so the way and then it mixes with these three. So these three chakras when strong, your communication, people would love to hear you. What you say, they feel like this is the way it is. So people, once you know your chakras, what kind of chakras you have very strong, you can also take professions like that. That is also a way forward. Again, different kind of different discussion from here. But and then you can activate all your chakras. Every chakra has a color. Every chakra has a day. Every chakra has a kind of. I can't hear you.
Oh, when you say color, how do you recognize color in a chakra?
So
Because it's internal, right?
scientifically it has been recognized. There is a study which can. So what we say, you visualize that color.
Okay.
So if it is red, close your eyes, and it's a complete process. So you visualize that color, and then so it is all about seeing that color. If you are not able to see, it's a matter of practice. So all these healing things are what again, one more fact. A lot of people in this world want to understand everything, practice nothing, or practice very less. So the challenge is, we say you understand the basics, practice it, because magic happens with practice, not with understanding. Suppose scientifically you have an experiment, I will explain you that HCl, SI, kuch bhi, whatever, and this happens. Practice it. Even maths, we say practice beta, then you will be able to solve the problem. You know the formulas, you know this, but you are still not able to do, because practice is the key. So what we say to people, what I say to people, don't worry too much. What you will lose? You have nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose. If you lose nothing and gain something, there is a chance. Practice it. How much time? 40 minutes, 20 minutes, 15 minutes. What can I maximum give? So because why I want, my dream is, as my coach, I am one of his part, I believe. My dream is, in every household, people should be able to attract in the universe what is lying. So when you say fundamentally people are negative or egoistic, no, the fundamentally people have gone through a phase, as I told, soul to ego, that people are so obsessed with this outer success. So just to give you an example, there are a lot of rich people, as you said in this podcast, last podcast, people who are very rich but still not happy. Have you seen these kind of people? Yes. If you see around, you will get it. There are a lot of people who are not very rich, very average, below average. People who come to clean your waste or work at your house, they're very happy. So what happens is, egoistically or externally, we have made a criteria. More money means more happiness. Sorry, no. And that's the reason a lot of unhappy people you will find, because half of them are unhappy because they felt, I got a person who spoke to me, said, you have 4 areas. I have health, I have good relationships, I have great career, money, humongous. He's outside, but I'm not happy, Anuj. See? So happiness is a state of mind. That is what people say. And happiness comes from your feelings and thoughts and belief. And these three has to change. This is what I work on. And this is where there is a curse, there is a lady who is a testimonial is there. She's from Pune. She got me through LinkedIn. I have written healer there. So she came through and she said, I have been through panics. It's again an emotional state, one emotional state. So I can't sleep. I have shown to all these psychiatrists, psychologists. And by the way, I'm not against anybody, but she said that I have not got still because I take steroids, I sleep, and then I still can't sleep. Can you try out? I said, why not? And we did it. And the panic was that I may die with stomach or heart issue. I tried to understand the history because we learned the history. So she had a sister who met with that kind of fatal end. And from there, she got this. And then as we started healing, we came to know it was not the health issue. It is actually a relationship issue, her relationship with her family. I will not go into the details, but that was the core. So this medical science will not be able to find out easily. And this is where we come in, because for me, mental well-being is so critical that I have found hundred of people who have so much unhappy, who have nothing, they are very happy.
How different would you see the approach of art of living or Isha? The Isha talks about the Sadguru Jaggi
Hmm.
Vasudev. He talks
Hmm.
about inner engineering and yoga. Art of living, Sri Ravi Shankar. They talk about what yoga is it? I forget. So they have some technique of a breathing exercise
There
in
are many
yoga.
theta healing and
So
there are many more.
yeah. So how similar or different these approaches to what you're talking about?
So, Nanjuda, I will not like to comment on different techniques because every technique has is great in itself. That is what we always say. And these people whom you have
These are
said, Sri,
yoga and breathing, right? So they are the
exactly. So, the most important thing is, and I have not tested all of them. So I may be bit naive to speak on everything. But what I found in mine is I was trying to find a way which is bit easier, more easy to connect with common people. Now, here what you have to do, there are four sentences. I am sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. So first two sentences are acceptance. I accept, I bow down. Second two is we consider that what we have asked for apology, the person, the state, the situation has done that for me, and we visualize. So positive words, positive feelings, that's all. There is much more to it, but that's the basis. Now, as I told, as you were asking chakra healing, or you are saying theta healing, or there are many more healings. So the answer to all those is all routes lead to Rome. No worries. Whoever wants, whatever finds the way. My interest, my reason for coming into it was one common word: serving. I was serving people through my social sector profession, and I'm serving people through this. Reason being, hundred of youths I see, including my own near and dear ones, they are struggling with purpose of life. They are struggling with what I wanted to become, I couldn't. They are struggling with I wanted a A class, I am college, but I have got a C class. So, the parameters to measure their success and failure is firstly, they are so hollow, I consider very hollow. And secondly, how it is going to impact these four areas, they are not able to understand also. They are not able to, again.
How would you associate karma? I mean, how do you regard karma? What does
Hmm.
karma mean to you?
So, for me, the most important thing is definitely in this healing practice, we always ask for a sorry for our karmas. That is one thing. That is one specific. So, what we do there is, I'll come to karma. Definitely, your question would be answered. But just to share, there is something called basic Ho'oponopono healing, which is, I told, suppose you are taking a situation called self doubt. Example. अब self doubt के ऊपर if I want to heal, I will tell you to close. I will definitely like to show you this practice. I will ask you to do something on with me for so that you also can feel it and at least get a flavor of it. So what will say, I am sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. This is for others. Most of the time you are doing. It's a basic Ho'oponopono. There is something called advanced Ho'oponopono, which people do with me, where I start with I take 100% responsibility for whatever you have. I take 100% responsibility. And when you say this, firstly, saying in itself is a positive thing. Secondly, as you keep repeating same things, the sub-programming in your mind slowly and steadily starts coming. Because as I told, मैंने तो कुछ खराब किया नहीं, मेरा घुटना खराब हो गया, my knees have gone bad. I've not done anything, Anuj. I was so needy. I kept seeing my children, then your uncle, and this and that and that, and but no. So did you give enough respect to your knee or not? So that's the first question. Second, in that, when we say I am sorry, because where you consider your reasons for why this happened, you accept. Please forgive me. For example, please forgive me because, dear knee, I used you so badly. Please forgive me, dear knee, pain, because I know even when you were there, I was ignoring you. So, everybody loves to, we say energy. So there was a negative energy which hears that no, somebody is giving. And lastly, one important thing which we say, please forgive me for all those negative karmas which has been done by me in the past and in the present, consciously or unconsciously, knowingly or unknowingly. And that takes care of the entire karmas which you have done. Now, pain has reduced. 3 days down the line, that lady comes back. My pain has again increased. I said, you said something. Did you understand that? That when you are saying karmas, you did again those wrong karmas, cursing somebody, using your knee like anything. Oh, really? That means that. So that is how the class happens. So when you say karmas, karmas have a big role. It has a huge, huge role in your life. And that's the reason we knowingly or unknowingly say 15 times lie. For example, oh, I missed out today, Nanjunda. I had to call Nanjunda. Just giving you happen. So I'll say, Nanjunda, sorry, I was stuck in meetings whole day and I couldn't talk to you. Example, clean lie. That adds to your negative karmas. You are telling lie. Because your fear is, Nanjunda may say, oh, you ignored me so much. So the fear is what? His ego may hurt, which may lead to something. So this is where the people wrong karmas or doing wrong karma has become part and parcel of our life. That's the reason we say unconsciously, we are doing many of the things we are doing unconsciously. And we don't even consider that as bad karma. Bad karma means chori nahi karna, murder nahi karna, rape mat karna, something like that, big.
So,
But small, small,
essentially, a consequence of an action which is negative.
a consequence of an action which is negative, and it happens only when you are trying to fake yourself most of the time, telling lie to yourself. That's the reason I said love yourself, know yourself. The whole focus is to know you, who you are. And whatever you are, once you are able to figure out this is what I am, I will not go out of these boundaries. More, and this has happened to me. More, sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So I hope nothing is disturbing. I can continue, right?
Please,
So
please.
So what karmas is, as you told, that negative outcome. But the first point is, whatever we do bad to others, most of the time, we already do bad to ourselves first, which we don't accept. We say, wow, we got through, most of the time. Example, mass, a son. It can be out of fear, there are a lot of things which is there. That where were you today? Baba, father, mother, I was in the library. I had a lot of work today, I had to, and he was with a girlfriend having samosas. Okay. So this is again adding to your karma. But the challenge is that boy wrong? Or is it our environment wrong that we are not being able to bring that? So it has to work mutually. So both sides, now you cannot blame the son that he told lie. Maybe that you did not gave that environment to speak the truth. So it's a long story. It has to start from yourself rather than saying my daughter was telling lie to me or my father was not understanding me. First, do you understand yourself? So my focus is to people to first change their feelings, thoughts, and beliefs about themselves. And that is, we call it as sub-programming. We do repeat things regularly, and that happens. This is what it is. And then there's the spiritual part. I will give you to do something which you have to practice every day, morning, evening, and things start changing for you. And by the blessings of I am no one, universe has been doing, but 90 to 95% results have been positive.
Do
And
you do
so
you want to share something like that here?
Yeah, sure.
on record for our audience
Sure.
and listeners
Sure.
as
So
well.
by any chance, you have any, sorry, but I'm asking this kind of question. I should not. Do you have any physical pain anywhere, like cervical, anything? Nothing?
No,
Okay.
no,
So
nothing,
any,
nothing which is perpetually there.
sure, sure.
Some
No,
things keep popping up on and off here.
anything which is hurting you now, if there is
No,
something, no.
no.
So, so the best is we do it on physical, but if you want it on emotional, then we can do. Or if you say just do it simply like anxiety, stress, self-doubt, anything you want to talk about, that Anuj, I would like to get this. So the most important thing in this is when they come as a mentor, I tell them two, three things actually. One, be honest. Second, have faith. Third, have patience. Because one time will not change. Yes, one time will give you a feel, definitely. That is there. But it will not be a kind of, but definitely if you have something which you would like to, then it becomes more relevant. Otherwise, just I can show you that this is the way we can do generally. That is one. But if you have some feeling that I know this feeling I want to talk, this is one is which is really disturbing me for now.
Hmm.
Anything you have in mind? Because that's the first step.
I don't know. See, I'm an entrepreneur, so by design, I'm an extremely optimistic person. So,
Very good. No worries.
uh,
So,
yeah. So,
so
uh,
we
uh,
can do for just we can do for calmness, simple calmness, general, which we can do together. What I'll do, you follow it, you do it, and let me know how you feel after that. That's the only thing which we can do. Because if there is a subject, it is easy. If there is no subject, we can always
right.
do generally for calmness. So just to feel calm, happy, peace, we can do. That is all we can do. It will take
Okay.
10 minutes. Okay, 10-15 minutes. So we can do it. So the process, and that's a good way to demonstrate the process to people. We should take water first hand so that the energy flows. So before this, we
Right.
start this. So let me show you the
Sitting
steps.
posture also matters.
Yeah, sitting posture straight because
Okay.
they are all chakras are aligned then. So that
Okay.
is this is the hand, this is the fingers like
Okay.
this, and I'm just showing you 3 times we should take as deep breath and calm ourselves. So take the breath from the nose,
And blow it
give it
out
from the
from the.
mouth.
Okay.
Yeah. So and 3 times hands like this and coming
Lift
back
it
like
up, is it?
and coming back like this and then coming back like this. पूरा नहीं भी उठेगा, जितना उठ जाएगा,
Okay.
and
Okay.
then come back like this, come back like this.
So,
Right.
hand goes up as we take the breaths in, and hand comes down as we blow it out.
Exactly. And
Okay.
actually, if you can do this standing before that, I'm not doing it. It can go to navel area and then go back again and again this navel area. Okay.
Just do it by standing itself.
Oh, first time we stand and then we sit. No worries.
Okay.
So this is my challenge. Okay, let me. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
So close your eyes, just showing you at the moment I'm showing the steps. You take 3 deep breaths because 3 deep breaths finally calms you for the first time, whatever state you are, but at a place where you are at ease. Exactly. Thank you. And come back, sit. That's it. Now you have to keep your hands on your heart. And usually we need to, can you hear me?
Yes, very much. Please.
Okay. So usually we have to remind people where I am doing that on the left side, you should try to hear the heartbeat, your own heartbeat first. So wherever you can feel it, keep it. Okay. That's the way. Both the hands.
Oh, both.
Both the hands. like this. Okay. And now we are starting. This is the way. And then lastly, what we will do after we have finished, what we'll talk, you will talk with me after this, closing your eyes and try to visualize, keep a smile. These things are there. And then after you have finished, what we will say is you rub your hands because energy is generated like this, and rub more and more and more and more, and then put it your hand. So this is what we usually do. So I'll do it for 2 minutes, 4 5 times we'll do, just for a easy understanding. I'll show you both the words what we do. One is simple Ho'oponopono, basic Ho'oponopono. Second is advanced. And then you get, and this is what we are doing for just for calming, calmness and peace. Okay. So please close your eyes. Put your hands. Can you feel the heartbeat?
Yes.
So what I say, please repeat. Keep smiling. Try to see the universe whom you believe in, and also try to see yourself. The most important is yourself, your past, the happy moments, the super moments which you feel like to enjoy. And just let's do, keep your hands, keep a smile. One more deep breath. Dear universe,
Dear universe,
I am sorry.
I am sorry.
Please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you.
So now as you say these words, these are the positive words. Now start visualizing side which make you feel good, and to whom you can see that, to the universe, to whoever you want to say, because the thoughts will come, which is the first one in your mind. Okay. Dear universe,
Dear universe,
I am sorry.
I'm sorry.
Please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you.
Dear universe,
Dear universe.
dear health,
Sorry.
dear health,
Dear health.
dear relationships,
Dear relationships.
dear career,
Dear career.
and dear money.
And dear money.
I am sorry.
I am sorry.
Please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you.
Dear universe,
Dear universe,
I am sorry.
I am sorry.
Please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you. Keep
I,
visualizing, keep smiling.
yeah.
Dear universe,
Dear universe,
I, Nanjunda,
I, Nanjunda,
take 100% responsibility
take 100% responsibility
for the state of
for the state of
my mental calmness
my mental calmness
as of today.
as of today.
I, Nanjunda,
I, Nanjunda,
take 100% responsibility
take 100% responsibility
for all those
for all the
for all those
for all those
feelings,
feelings,
thoughts,
thoughts,
beliefs,
beliefs,
and actions
and actions
which has
which has
led to the present
led to the present
state of mind for myself.
for myself.
I, Nanjunda,
I, Nanjunda,
take 100% responsibility
take 100% responsibility
for all those
for all those
feelings, thoughts, beliefs, and actions
feelings, thoughts, beliefs, and actions
which I did not manifest,
which I did not manifest,
which could have led to
which could have led to
much more
much more
calmness and peaceness,
calmness,
calmness and peace
calmness and peace
in my mind,
in my mind,
body, and soul.
body and soul.
I am sorry,
I am sorry,
dear calmness,
dear calmness,
and thy mental state of mind,
and my mental state of mind,
because I now know
because I now know
whatever good and bad is happening to me
whatever good and bad that is happening to me
is because of me,
is because of me,
and I am completely responsible for it.
and I'm completely responsible for it.
I am sorry,
I am sorry,
may it be physical or emotional,
may it be physical or emotional one,
good or bad,
good or bad,
conscious or unconscious,
conscious or unconscious,
right or wrong,
right or wrong,
positive or negative.
positive or negative.
But all these feelings,
But all these feelings,
beliefs, and actions
beliefs,
and
thoughts, beliefs,
actions
and actions
are my own creation,
are my own creations,
and I am
and I am
sorry for that.
sorry for that.
If there is something
If there is something
negative
negative
in my
in my
thoughts and actions,
thoughts and actions,
please forgive me,
please forgive me,
dear calmness,
dear calmness,
if ever
if ever
I have
I have
ignored you
ignored you
and considered that
and considering
and
of
considered that
and considered that
I am
I am
not responsible
not responsible
for any disturbance which has happened in my life.
for any disturbance which has happened in my life.
Please forgive me, dear calmness,
Please forgive me, dear calmness,
for any
for any
conscious or unconscious,
conscious or unconscious,
past and present
past or present,
negative karmas
negative karmas
done by me,
done by me,
which has led to
which has led to
any disturbance in my mind, body, and soul.
any disturbance in my mind, body, and soul.
Please forgive me, dear calmness,
Please forgive me, dear calmness,
for any challenge in my
for any challenge in my
health,
health,
relationship,
relationship,
career, and money,
career, and money.
because now I know
Because now I know
I am completely responsible for it,
I am completely responsible for it,
and I cannot
and I cannot
and I should not
and I should not
blame others,
blame others.
may it be people,
Sorry,
may it be people
made by people
or situations
or situations
in my life.
in my life.
Thank you, dear calmness,
Thank you, dear calmness,
for making me realize
for making me realize
that whenever I am disturbed,
that whenever I am disturbed,
it is actually I am
it is actually I am
holding on to something
holding on to something
which is negative for my mind, body, and soul.
which is negative for my mind, body, and soul.
Thank you so much, dear calmness and peace,
Thank you so much, dear calmness and peace,
for making me realize
for making me realize
how important you are
how important you are
for my inner happiness,
for my inner happiness,
satisfaction,
satisfaction,
and allowing my soul
and allowing my soul
to again
to again
smile
smile
and be happy.
and be happy.
Thank you so much, dear calmness and peace,
Thank you so much, dear calmness and peace,
for reminding me
for reminding me
that my soul
that my soul
has never grown old,
has never grown old,
because soul is always
because soul is always
a blessing from the universe.
a blessing from the universe.
And I today
And I today
I am able to
am able to
see my
see my
smiling inner child,
smiling inner child,
which is there
which is there
within me.
within me.
I love you, dear calmness
I love you, dear calmness
and peace,
and peace,
because you have made me realize
because you have made me realize
that I, as Nanjunda,
that I, as Nanjunda,
doesn't need anything more than
doesn't need anything more than
what you have given me.
what you have given me.
I love you, dear
I love you, dear
calmness and peace,
calmness and peace,
because as
because as
you have been now
you have been now
thriving in my mind, body, and soul,
thriving in my mind, body, and soul,
you have made me realize
you have made me realize
that I have only one partner,
that I have only one partner,
and that partner is my universe.
and that partner is my universe.
And I want to say, dear universe,
And I want to say, my dear universe,
I love you.
I love you.
I love you, dear calmness and peace,
I love you, dear calmness and peace,
as you make me realize
as you make me realize
that I, as Nanjunda,
that as I, as Nanjunda,
needs to spread this
needs to spread this
calmness and happiness
calmness and happiness
to the whole world.
to the whole world.
Because now I know
Because now I know
I and the universe
I and the universe
are not two separate
are not two separate
things,
things,
and I am within the universe,
and I am within the universe,
and the universe is within me.
and the universe is within me.
I love you, dear universe,
And I love you, dear universe.
and want to tell you
I want to tell you
that whatever I can do
and that whatever I can do
to keep this calmness and happiness and peace
to keep this calmness and happiness and peace
for myself,
for myself,
I will do.
I will do.
But what I cannot do,
But what I cannot do,
I leave it to you, my dear partner,
I leave it to you, my dear partner,
dear universe.
dear universe.
And I
And
promise to accept
I promise to accept
that the
that the
results which you give me
results that you give me
will not disturb my calmness,
will not disturb my calmness,
happiness,
happiness,
or positivity.
or positivity.
Because now I know
Because now I know
you are within me, dear universe,
you are within me, dear universe,
and I am within you, dear universe.
and I am within you, dear universe.
I love you.
I love you.
I love you once again.
I love you once again.
Rub your hands. Keep seeing that calmness is increasing. Keep smiling. See the good times. And any negativity is going out like white lights. Whatever small negativity you have, keep rubbing your hands. Make it warm. हंसते रहिए, स्माइल करिए, देखिए आपके यूनिवर्स को, and keep it on your face and feel the warmth for a while. Slowly bring your hands down. Open your eyes. Thank you for giving and receiving blessings.
Thank you so much.
Have water, please. Now you can share whatever, how did you feel? What's your experience?
I don't know. I mean, I've never done anything like this, so I guess I should come back to you with
Sure.
my
But could you feel some?
Yeah, it's what do I say? I just switched off my judgment. I just followed instructions. So because you can't do it otherwise. If you try to analyze, judge, then you can't do it. So I just switched it off. So
And
yeah.
And also because we didn't do for a specific thing, so you can easily measure it like something. And second thing is, first time is always very conscious because you are trying to listen. So
Correct.
as you try to listen more and more, the feeling part is not easy to catch up. As you know more and more, then you know that these are the things I need to feel. And as you
Uh,
start feeling, the universe starts working in that manner. This is what it is. Definitely, as viewers see this, and I also tell you, as you have non-judgmental, I would request you, Nanjunda, the results. I would definitely request you do it 108 times in the morning and 108 times in the evening. For few days initially, maybe you feel what stupid I'm doing, but leave it to universe. You're not doing anything stupid. Reason being, take an issue, whatever you want in your life, because this is law of attraction. What you want, definitely, I tell people, because many of the times they ask you, can I become Ambani? I said definitely, but that time you may need much more time. So speak rationally what you want, and take that as one of the issue: health, relationship, career, money, one of that, and start working on it, and give yourself 45 days, but 108 times in the morning, 108 times in the evening, and with guided support and practice. I can tell you, I'll not do with you because you have your own schedules, but at least I can tell you that what exactly you should do beside this, and I can guarantee you will see the results. This is what today was the first time, but I'm pretty sure you might have felt bit refreshed. Did you feel bit of that refreshment in your mind and body, that yes, something else was there? Could you feel that? Not at all.
uh,
Be honest, no worries.
yeah, no, I guess maybe looking back from putting a, I mean, I think maybe being analytical comes naturally. So looking back, I think one, having closed my eyes and cut off all the thoughts, I think, and also, I think this is something I'd never do that, right? Holding and uh,
I
uh,
know.
feeling a heartbeat. So maybe there is a some element of positivity, right, and some kind of a freshness. Maybe it is because you made me uh, take deep breaths and all that. But I think this exercise, I'm referring to it as an exercise because that's a feeling I have.
No worries.
There is a sense of uh, positivity and a kind of energizing.
Right. So maybe I will tell people you are right. Definitely, the first time this much only you will feel, and it's great that you being so scientific, logical, judgmental, you have still accommodated this. So grateful. The same thing. So let me tell you few words here. That's the most important thing in life. There are a lot of exercises which we tell people to do. So one of the thing we say, what we don't have, we talk so many times in a day, right? Beside this exercise, what we did in your words, exercise,
Mm.
therapy, healing, whatever. But what we have, we don't say much. So what I tell people, this is another thing which I tell people as a friend, as a well-wisher, I'm sharing with you also. There is something called, we call it as gratitude exercise.
Mm.
So when you wake up in the morning, a regular professional will say, make your to-do list, what you have to do, and what you have not done yesterday, take that and complete it, and very rationalistic. What we say, no, before that, as you get up, sit, because you are in the most, uh, we call it as 3D mind, means at that time you are still lousy in the morning and you are waiting, and that is the time you should start doing gratitude to what you have. So people say, yes, yes, I will do, I have a great house. No. You have a great car. No. You are a great professional, big business. No. First, gratitude that I'm breathing today morning. Still I'm breathing. Because if you're not breathing, you're off. So, so we call, so this is the exercise which is very difficult. It sounds very easy. I will tell you, do 10 new gratitude for 30 days. Means 300 gratitudes. None of them should be repeated, and you do for 30 days. And that is how people start realizing. Mute. You are on mute.
No, you said not repeating means what?
Thank you that I am still breathing today morning. This is one gratitude. Don't repeat it next day morning. Next day morning should be something else.
Ah, okay, okay.
So 10 new gratitude every day. Because the idea is that as we grow, we take a lot of things for granted.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is where you said now that not being judgmental. No, when you do this exercise, you will realize and see, you are an optimist as you are saying, but I can guarantee, and it's great that that's the reason we are talking. But still, you will find that, oh, these were some of the areas which I never realized that I should have told thanks to whoever it is, means whoever you believe in. It can be your father, it can be the universe, is anyone, right? Whom
Right.
you believe and you trust.
Right.
So then you can say this is what means, how many people have completely full body? The way I am talking, you are responding, my mind, we are lucky. We are so grateful. So people, feeling of gratitude and greatness is highly missing in this world. So these kind of things I want to carry through this healing practice, because once you start doing this, you are highly optimistic, you are highly confident, that's great. But there are people who have a lot of challenges in their life, and they are like, oh my God, I have to get up this morning again. Oh my God, I have to go to an office again. So this is the kind of situation people have. There are children who say, I didn't get IIM. My life is doomed. So the point is, I am not able to do this, but my coach brings a person who is on the verge of suicide feeling, and he takes 45 minutes to bring. Tony Robbins takes 15 minutes to bring back the person to life, to live. So this is where we want to reach. I would be definitely, I'm not at the moment, but yes, I definitely treat highly sad, depressed people who doesn't have anything lost in their life. As I told, one of the guys said, I have everything. I feel, क्या जी रहे हैं यार? What's the point of living? So these are the things where we want to work on. This is where the serving goes. And I'm pretty sure even very positive people, because I was a very positive guy most of the time, but I then realized that there are a lot of things which I really should accept so that my life becomes much more calm and happier. And that's a journey in itself. Every new day you will realize something new, provided you start thinking in that direction. We always think what we need to achieve. Yes, you need to achieve this, but what you have achieved, great. That we don't put. शादी थी, हो गई यार. Now what big? No, there are hundred of people who couldn't get into a relationship. You got a relationship, you have 24 years of successful marriage. It's a what successful? She keeps fighting every morning. Example. So seeing the things in a different perspective is very important, and people don't see. And in this fast moving world, people have completely missed out. So this is what I want to do, and I hope you will slowly and steadily you will come back. If you keep practicing this, my request would be come back to me after 21 days that Anuj, I felt this or I didn't feel anything, because all of you are important testimony for me, and this gives me a lot of new learnings to move on in this journey. Anjunda. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I'm sure our audience and listeners, some of you would want to try this, and I urge you to try it, because I think don't do it for Anuj, don't do it for me, do it for yourself. And I please welcome you to get back to Anuj with feedback. His coordinates are there right below this podcast. You can also follow and see if you think you need help and guidance to go further into it, you know where to reach. And if you think somebody else will benefit more, and if you think it's not for you, it's okay, but do share it with those who you think will benefit this. So,
and also to add, Nanjunda, every 15 days I do a free session for everyone. So that always goes on LinkedIn and Facebook. That is all I can go.
So please follow the social handle shared below so that you will know when that next session is on. You can join, try it out, experience it.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Anuj, thank you so much. And for the rest of you, please do come back soon and share this across. And we should get Anuj back to talk about his perspectives on the future. So
one more thing, Nanjunda, before we end, I just want to tell people, if they don't want to do anything, I have told 4 sentences they should do after this, because that is where you and me have come, and we want to serve the world and I want to reach. So one of them is these 4 sentences. I repeat: I am sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Without a reason you will start feeling good. And second thing, as I told, water is very important. There are many therapies which I am not talking, but for water I am trying to tell you a therapy. And if people feel that it is not very clear, but I have written some emotions here. This is called as water therapy. So what I would say, that write your emotions, either what you have and you want something. Suppose you want happiness, you want calmness, you want self confidence, you want anger to go down. So write your emotions on a paper The status is put it on a bottle, fill the water in the night, keep that water for whole night. In the morning, start consuming this water. When small is left, fill it again. So this will have very magical. This is called as water therapy. This will have magical impact on your life. Do it for 45 days at least. 45 days at least, I repeat, and then you will see what happens. So I also do. I have written everything: happiness, ideal, weight, whatever you want, just write. Now people will say fulfilled, people will say that if I want ideal weight, if I write and it will happen. No, people who are overweight, they are not able to take actions. So first, just to share that if you start taking this, your mental framework will say, yes, I can do it. And then the second part will be you start doing action. So we are not going to details. There is something called action affirmations, and there is something called feeling affirmations, thoughts affirmations. So this would be very helpful. Keep consuming, because a lot of people have a lot of anger and they keep repenting. Because of anger, I did this, my relationship went bad, I lost a job. So keep happy, calm, peaceful, and then drink this water. So sorry, I just took this as the last moment to share this water therapy. This is very helpful.
Yep.
Thank you.
Please do try that. And once again, thank you, Anuj. Thank you so much for making time and taking us through this. And I'll come back to you. I'll see if I can keep up for 21 days, but I promise I'll try for sure.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for this time.
Pleasure.